What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? Haven't seen you guys in a minute. What's going on, everybody? Waiting for the family to come through. What's up, family? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Happy holidays. Happy holidays. I haven't seen you guys in a minute. What's going on? Happy holidays, everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's going on? What's up? What's up? As you guys tap in, shout out where you from. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's going on, everybody? I hope you guys are having an amazing afternoon, evening, and some people, this is their good morning and good night. So wait for some of you guys to tap in. I just want to say happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, happy whatever you celebrate. But I want a couple of you guys to come in. Some of you guys may be traveling. Some of you guys may be with family. Some guys like me that usually work holidays are probably at work right now getting this bread. So I respect the hustle. Keep doing what you guys got to do. Keep taking care of your families. Keep doing it. Keep pushing forward, man. Much love to all you guys and happy holidays. So I'm tapping in with you guys this evening because I haven't seen you guys in a minute. So I know you guys are upset with me. Like, yo, Boost, where you been at? Like, you answering your DMs, but that's it. So this evening, I'm going to just answer some questions and tap in with you guys for a bit because it's been a minute. Shout out to Sarika in the chat. What's going on? Happy holidays, everybody. Abe, what's going on? What's going on? Happy holidays. So, if you guys got any questions, you already know what to do. Drop it in the chat, and you already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try my best to answer them to my best of my possible ability. And happy Turkey Day tomorrow. Happy holidays, man. I always love the holidays because, thank you, Sarika. I appreciate the badge. Much love, my fellow sister. Much love. I appreciate you so much. Today, I like the holidays. Let me see a little bit of monologue right now. I love the holidays because I think it's the best time for you to try to be the best person you can actually be and give back and give thanks. No matter if it's your own personal life, your family life, or anyone around you. I think it's just good. No matter your religion, your race, it doesn't matter. There's nothing wrong with being good to the next person, you know? So anyways, that's the end of my monologue. Let's tap in with you guys today. So let me see what questions we got, and let's tap in. So 2017 says, "Hey Boost, just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving, brother." I appreciate that. Q Frosty says, "Yo, and why your limp mode video jinxed me, laugh out loud. My Q50 went in limp mode out of nowhere though." So for everyone that's watching, if you have a VR30 Q50 Q60, now I did come out with a video talking about limp mode. I would like you guys to go tap in with it, but it wasn't necessarily the same thing. If you have a JB4 regular stock or even tuned Q50 Q60 VR30, your car may go into limp mode. It doesn't happen that often, but usually from talking to tuners and my own current experience, sometimes the car just realizes that the charge attempts are really high. So it's like its own failsafe to protect the car from causing any damage. You may press on the gas pedal and the car literally barely moves. It's like it's not revving. It's super weird. Usually what you do is you pull over, give the car about 5 minutes to just like reset itself and start back up, and then you should be able to drive. If that doesn't happen, if your car is stock, JB4 or tuned, there may be a boost leak or something. So you guys need to tap in with that recent video that I dropped called Limp Mode and Shake the Block Meet. But that was something totally different. But good question, and I hope I gave you guys some good answer to that one. If you guys got any questions, tap in. I know some of you guys are going to be, cooking or eating. In my case, eating. I don't really cook that well. Well, I know how to take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? I make the broccoli, the chicken. For my people who work out, you know what I'm talking about. Taking care of yourself. We keep the broccoli and the chicken, ground turkey and everything. Hunting in the box. Hunting the box. Huh. Thank you for the badge, Hunting the Box. I just realized that one. Hunting the box. Huh. That's a good one. I like that. And was it ING Way says EcuTech or Z1 Motorsports? Well, that question that you asked, brother, EXHUAST is the software they use to tune the car. So it doesn't matter if it's from Z1 Motorsports, AMS, or any other company. That's just the software they use. So EXHUAST is the most common software they use to tune our cars. Now, for Z1 Motorsports is a company, and they do have tuners that can definitely tune your car. So shout out to them. Z1 Motorsports makes very reliable tunes, no matter if it's from 3.7 to 3.0T. They don't really aim for large, high horsepower numbers. They really aim for conservative and/or your car running right and not running into issues. But appreciate that so much, man. Oh, yo, TJQ60RS is in the chat. Yo, listen, this guy posts some crazy posts. It's always some crazy posts. So shout out to TJQ60RS, man. He always posted some crazy posts. Oh, 2020 GCR in the chat. What's going on? Happy holidays, everybody that's tapping in. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thoughts on Flow Dynamics turbos? Listen, guys, you're the second person to ask me about it. I know nothing about Flow Dynamics turbos. Nothing. And I've realized it's probably something that's new information that just came out. So once again, I'm gonna pay attention to what the tuners say, and I'm gonna ask whoever's using it, what is the comparison? Will it be a comparison to a pure stage 2 turbo or just more of an RT? So I really can't give you guys the information that I know. But usually, if it's still an OEM turbo, usually it's just a slightly different turbine, and usually these turbines flow about 30 to 40% better. So it all really depends if they're changing the compressor side or the hot side. It all depends. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What exhaust are you running on the Q again? Ross, Q, Christopher, I appreciate that. Well, the Q60 is running a full AAM competition 3-inch catted downpipe with 3-inch tool dual catted exhaust. I mean, no, not catted exhaust. CATBACK exhaust with valve control, so I could actually adjust the valve. On my Q50, I ran a Rev 9. I ran Megan lower downpipes, which I don't think Megan even makes lower downpipes for this car anymore. Megan lower downpipes with Rev 9 MIDPIPE and YPIPE combo. You could add on any AXLEBACK with the Rev 9 MIDPIPE and YPIPE combo. So it was more of a Frankenstein kind of exhaust on the Q50, but it sounded pretty good though. Appreciate that question. Happy holidays to you. Hey, I have a squeaking sound when I let off the accelerator, and mostly when the AC is on. If you have a if you have a VR30, double check that it's if it may be your serpentine belt. If you know you never changed it and you drove the car at 5,000-10,000 miles, or you never changed it, I recommend just changing it if it's squeaking and squeaking enough before it gets even worse. And if it's not a VR30, that girl, she's reliable. You can keep beating on her. Anthony Garcia in the chat. Boost Fiend is in the chat. Cios is in the chat. What's going on, everybody? Much love. Much love. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. Whatever you guys praise and or celebrate. Just happy holidays to you guys. Broham says, what high pressure fuel pump are you going to run when I go full 85? At this current moment, I have not gone full 85. I am right now going to currently be on E30 to E50. I'm still waiting on the go from Hussein from Go Racebox to see if we can do E50 on just low pressure fuel pump and stock high pressure fuel pump. But if I do go full E85, there's a lot of companies out there now. I haven't looked into XDI. I didn't look into theirs, or even like Boosted 6. I think he also sells. There's a couple of different brands now. I would probably, if I was going to go for a high pressure fuel pump, I would go with one that have a couple of these characteristics. How much fuel can they deliver? That's number one. Number two, pricing. Oh my God, pricing super important. And three, I think number three should be number one. Warranty. What I see, no matter the high pressure fuel pump, no matter the brand, the springs can actually break. I guess it's the tensile strength or whatever they use in the springs, they can actually break. And if you're spending $1,600 on a high pressure fuel pump and that spring cracks, you would want them to warranty it, So Spool FX, I believe, from what I remember, has a lifetime warranty because springs might break. So I think that's still one of the companies I think will probably be the best, and they have a really good fair price. But I also have a couple people that's in the chat that have different high pressure fuel pumps, so they'll probably tap in and give you the honest opinion. Flow Dynamics offers stage 1 and stage 2. Ooh, boost swing, that's dope. That's dope. If Flow Dynamics is doing something similar, like I assume it's the same thing that Pure is doing, right? They would have to come in at the same price or a little bit less and undercut them. Because at the end of the day, Pure already has a name behind it, so that would just shoot them out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, if it's just a propeller change, like usually the cold side propeller and as in the Pure Stage 2s, both propellers are being changed, then they just got to undercut them a little bit. Most people will probably run right over there. What's your thoughts on a Q60 Black S? That it's never coming out, Brandon. It's never. You're not getting that, brother. You should just cry. You're never getting that. The Q60 Black S. They're not going to throw their money and trying to make something like that right now. They wouldn't do that. But the car would have been super dope, but we pretty much got the baby version. Can't stick around, but I wish you happy holidays, Boost. Hope you're blessed, man. Thank you, Q60. And you know what? You're blessed. Everyone on this chat is blessed. We're continuing to live our lives, take care of our families, be the man we're supposed to be, and the ladies that are watching that we're supposed to be in this world, and just continue to show love and respect to your fellow man, and continue to show that love, because you know what? You want people to love you too. Ha ha ha, 3-0 bus literally. Ha ha, yeah. Boost, I love your videos, man. To run E, do I absolutely have to change injectors, low pressure fuel pumps, and high pressure fuel pump? Black Pearl 04 is, I assume you're talking about for a 3.0 T. Well, if you have a 3.0 T and you want to run full E85, I'm talking about you just go to the pump and just pump E85 in there. Yes, you're going to want to change your low pressure fuel pump, your high pressure fuel pump, and you would want to get a flex fuel kit, because you kind of really want to know what kind of ethanol content is in the fuel, because not every gas station is going to be equal. So one gas station you may get E40, another one you may get E70. So you would want the tuner to tune for the specific amount of percentage. Also on top of that, is it necessary to change the injectors? Most tuners would actually say, yo, listen, change the injectors, because change them. It is what it is. They just flow better. But we still don't know. Shout out to Turbo P and a lot of people in the platform. They're still stating that these fuel rolls may be the reason why we have injector issues. And because we have injector issues because of a failing component in the failing component of the fuel rolls itself, I would say just stick with stock injectors. Now, of course, if you're going with pure turbos or RT stage turbos, fully 85, then yes, you would have to change injectors. But if it's on stock turbos, you know, just stay with the stock injectors. There's no point in spending all that extra money for that fuel to maybe fail, and now and stuff gets inside of that. Or as some people say, is, you know what, be proactive. Just change the rails and the injectors one time so that you know that it was already taken care of, which is what most people have been doing. Shout out to AMS for recommending that. Thank you, COs. Okay, 35 to run that shit till the oil boiling. Yo, I didn't like beating on my 3.5. My VQ 3.5, I did not like beating on it. Like, I would, but you just know if you keep beating on it, it's going to break. Like, I'm sorry. The Maxima game, I love my Maxima game. Let's put that out there. But that 3.5, it's like you can literally smell the oil being baked. Like, baked. Like, you just know you're going to have tarnished valves and camshafts. It's going to be terrible. Like, it's like, I swear to God, you can literally smell the oil boiling. But the 3.7 life, oh man, I beat on that girl. She took a beating. Hey, was telling me E50 will push the stock high pressure too much. Wouldn't surprise any gains. Well, it all depends on, as tuners have stated, like a torque limit, or the amount of, you'll be limited on the amount of PSI and torque that the car can actually put out, because the high pressure fuel pump, the high pressure fuel pump is regulated by engine speed. So At lower RPM, usually, you know, mid to lower end, we see the most amount of torque. The high pressure fuel pump, it doesn't deliver enough fuel or fuel pressure at the lower end. Usually it gives you all the fuel pressure at the mid to high range because the engine is running. So that's why it's recommended to also get the high pressure fuel pump, you know, at the end of the day, because it can keep that amount of fuel pressure up also because it can deliver more, you know, fuel and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So what the hell am I talking about? But you said too much wouldn't surprise any gains. Well, I don't really think there will be too much gains between E30 to E50, but you never know. I just was trying to contact, hitting up Usain just to say if it's recommended, if we can go up to an E50 mix, and if it would harm the car or would it be so starved for fuel pressure at E50. One slow Q60 in the chat. What's going on? Much love. Total Q50. I hope it's not total. Bro, what about just E30 to E50 and still high pressure fuel? Well, you can do E30. It's common in this platform that you can do just low pressure fuel pump and or flex fuel kit for E30. E50 still seems like it's up in the air. I've been told by other tuners E50 is still a go on just low pressure fuel pump. But other tuners have stated, no, you shouldn't do that. But I'm starting to think that this is based on driving conditions. Because if you're going to like a racetrack, I can see that the E50 may be an issue because you're launching from such a low speed. You don't have enough fuel pressure, so that can affect the car, and that makes tuning a lot harder. But I could see if you're just roll racing and you're really just always going to be around 4,500 to redline, you can probably do E50 on low pressure fuel pump and call it a day. Because the high pressure fuel pump is cam actuated, or the camshaft speed is what keeps the pressure up. So that I'm starting to think that is mainly just for the use of it. Shout out to everybody in chat. E85 with no new injectors. That's what I was saying. Total Q50. Like AMS recommends that you guys change out the fuel rails at the same time with injectors because they want to make sure that the fuel rail hasn't broken down from the ethanol content, and or because when you usually install those high pressure fuel pump, they assuming that some kind of resonance or vibration goes into the fuel rails and that stuff shakes loose and gets into the injectors. So that's why it's recommended to change out the rails and injectors one time. But I'm saying, I don't know. Right now I'm going E30. I'm going to learn. So if I fuck up, you guys get to be like, that's what you get for not changing the rails, Boost. So you guys can beat me up on that. All right, so it's gonna be documented. You guys can laugh out loud all you want, but also what's one of the things I'm probably gonna have to do is change the fuel pressure sensor on the rail too, because once you start running a higher ethanol content, it usually gets a lot of buildup of gunk and stuff on that, and that will throw off how the car is running because it's picking up the wrong fuel pressure. Or do I get new injectors? Okay, answer that question. Running E30, should I go? Should be good, right? No new injectors? No, you shouldn't have to. You should be able to run on stock injectors on E30. Yes. And stock high pressure fuel pump. Once you change that high pressure fuel pump, so you're gonna run into some issues. Okay, cool. Shout out to everybody in chat. Once again, I got a couple of you guys who are tapping in and tapping out. Once again, you probably just jumped in. I just want to say happy holidays to you and your family. No matter what you celebrate, I have much love and respect for you. And I thank you guys for always banging with your boy Boost. Hey Boost, what do you think about Turbo Speed's cold air intakes? I think they're pretty dope. There's not too many other brands. I'm still confused if it's going to be Turbo P and or is he doing something similar to Bonnie and Clyde. I see they're probably two different intakes, but they're very similar. I think they're all 2.5 inch. I hate to say the word think because when I say think, I'm following some kind of science. What I would assume is usually when you go with the proper cold air intakes, you bring down, of course, your IETs, but that doesn't really matter because all the air goes into a turbine that compresses it and it gets hot anyway. So it's like, does it really make a difference? From learning from other platforms outside of the Q platform, it changes your charge attempts slightly. It could be a change between 5 to 8 degrees in charge attempt. Honestly, I think that's a good enough change in IETs, because 5 to 8 degrees could be the definition, the difference between detonation or one second, guys, detonation or the car not detonating. You know, so I think it's well. Give me a second. I think it's well worth it, and I'm definitely gonna like it. Oh, I mean, I right now you guys already know I'm banging with AAM competition. So if it was for me, if I wasn't banging with AAM competition, I would definitely have one or two of the intakes on my car right now, 100%. I would definitely go with it. I wouldn't go with AMSs or even AAMs because it's like, yo, I want to try something different. And plus, I love that you could get the intakes color the way you want it and everything like that. I love that. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, thank you, Rhythm. Happy holidays, man. What's good, my boy? One slow Q60. What up, man? What gear 3.7 inch is the best to swap out a 3.5? 2014 and up. Pretty much that's just pretty much it. 2014 and up. Because 2013 is kind of the difference of you don't know if you have the gallery gasket issue or not. So just go with the 2014 and up Q50 motor. Call it a day. That's the one you want, Miller. Do you all think the G7 Genesis has potential, or is it a no-go? No, I think it's a great car. Honestly, I think the G70 is a great-looking car. I prefer the older one over the new one. Some of you guys like the newer one because of the headlights and how designed. I'm actually not a fan of it. I like the slightly older one because I just like it. You don't see those cars often. Interior is nice, exterior is nice. The car comes well equipped, good motor, everything. It's good all around car. What I think that platform is lacking is aftermarket support. Like we say in the Q50, Q60 platform, we don't have much aftermarket. They have like nothing. Like they have just JB4 and I think like one or two companies that tune, and it's like super expensive, and that's really it. No one's really pushing the ceiling on swapping out turbos and going crazy with those cars. They're not. They just don't appeal for that. But I think the G70 Genesis is dope, and anyone who gets that car that's like an Infinity guy like us would probably just go hit up Pure. Hey, listen, I need you guys to upgrade these turbos, and then find a good tuner in that platform and make it happen. No, Total Q50. No, actually, I don't think there's any Black Friday sales. I mean, I still have my promo code if you guys want to use it. Team boostinmotion. Team, well, big letter team, big letter boost, big letter I, N, and then big letter M, whatever. But I'll send them an email and see if they will. They should be doing something. That would be smart because all these other companies are doing something. Shout out to everybody in chat. Yo, Boost, what up? What up? What up? Oscar, what up? What's going on? Oh, how do you feel about the new Integra? Oh shit! Oh, you shouldn't ask me that question because I know I got some Honda people in chat. They're gonna beat me up. So I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. I'm keeping honest. They pretty much took like a Honda Accord Cross Tour and just slapped Integra on the side. Legit. That's what they did. They took a Honda Cross Tour, basically, to me, that's how I look at it, and slapped Integra on the side of it. That's exactly how it looks to me. Now, people are going to say, you lower the car, you add wheels, you bag it, it's going to look nice. Of course, every car looks nice slammed with wheels. But out the box, compared to the concept, I don't like how it looks. Period. I'm not liking it. Marcus, what's going on? How do you feel about Dodge getting rid of the Hellcat? I don't think Dodge is going to get rid of the Hellcat. What I think they did was they're retiring their gasoline power plants. That's all I think they're doing. They're retiring their gasoline engines, and they're going to go fucking send. You think, we're sitting here thinking about Hellcat, right? Listen, think about the Plaid, right? Look how dope the Plaid is. I had this conversation at Interact the other day with one of the techs. And I said it just like this. And this is for all the people that are watching that think that I'm some kind of Mopar hater. No, I'm not. Listen to what I'm saying. If Dodge says, hey, let's take the wide body red eye, take out the drivetrain, rip out that supercharged motor, rip out the transmission, and make it dual or triple motor. Front axle, back axle, middle, whatever they got to do. Just like the Tesla Plaid. Will you guys buy that? Hear me out. Keep the wide body Hellcat exactly like it is. Make it dual motor or triple motor, right? Which means it'll be all-wheel drive. Don't make it ugly. Don't make it fugly, because they like to make these electric cars fugly. Just do it just like that. It may not have the noise, but it will have the performance. The car probably will get lighter. The car will literally probably get lighter, right or wrong. So I think Mopar or Dodge, they're going to do it right, and they're going to make, you know, the electric cars, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But they're going to give the sports enthusiasts exactly what they want. A 9-second Hellcat or Red Eye, whatever, Digitrol or whatever they call it. That's my opinion. Yeah, the Integra's crappy, bro. It is disappointing. I think that the Integra is completely disappointing. It looks like a Honda Cross Tour with Integra on the side. That's it. They lost it. They lost it with me. It's the same thing that happened with the TL. I thought the TL would have been at least 400 horsepower, because I think it's a good-looking car. But no, it fell short. They gave us a 355 horsepower. But I think it's still a hot V single turbo, which is super dope. So once that car gets some aftermarket support, the TL, I know it'll be pretty dope. People will be like, oh, that's pretty dope. That's fast. But, you know, Caesar Q60 in the chat. What's going on? Kashera, what's going on? All right, let me see. Yeah, I feel what you're saying, because I think the new Hummer is pushing 1,000, so I can only imagine what the Hellcat gonna do. Exactly. People are gonna buy the electric Hummer, period. Because at the end of the day, you still like trucks. If you still like a truck, it doesn't stop. So if for people who like to climb mountains, this is great, because now you got an electric truck that could probably put into a low amperage mode, so you can actually crawl. This is for my people who actually go up mountains and stuff with their trucks. This is gonna be super dope, because you can probably put in a lower amperage so that you can actually crawl on top, and every wheel can actually spin on its own rather than dealing with diffs and stuff. This is for people who care about that type of stuff. But for the regular day person who just like trucks, yo, you're still gonna sit high, you're still gonna be comfortable, and now you're gonna have a quiet ride. The only thing that's gonna suck is you're gonna miss that V8. I don't think you guys want to miss that V8. And I'm not going to lie, with the C63, I love the V8. Like, the Q60's dope, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Once again, for everyone's tapping in the chat, I want to say happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays. I hope you and your families are doing great. Much love. Oh, Aaron Scott, what's going on? It's been a minute. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, Kashira, what's going on? Q60 power in the chat. What do you think about the 3-inch true dual exhaust from the VR30? A total Q50. What I think about it, I think it's good. I have it on my car right now. My Q60 is true dual exhaust. It's true dual, completely. Check some of my old videos when it was installed and everything. I like it. To be honest, shout out to Racebox Hussein. He stated to get the most amount of power out the VR30, you need to go 3-inch. 2.5-inch will be a limiting factor. You want true dual 3-inch. Do you think Infiniti is redesigning the Q50 next year model year? We don't know. We don't know. I honestly don't think so, because they're still making a 2022 model, right? So that means that they would have to design something now that's going to be released as a 2023 model. I don't know. I'm keeping 100 with you guys that are watching. Think about it. A lot of auto manufacturers are going hybrid or electric in legit the next 2 to 3 years. Not the full fleet, but a lot of cars are going to be electric or hybrid in the next just 2 years alone. If you look overseas, a lot of the V8 model cars are already hybrids. So the M5s, I believe the newer M5, the LCIs overseas are hybrids. A lot of those cars are hybrids now over there. And anything else that's smaller displacement are either 4-cylinder hybrids or just full electric. So we're going to see this change drastically happen. I'm just trying to figure out this one thing, right? In the American community, because most of us, we live in America. How is that going to apply? Because everyone doesn't have a home. A lot of us may live in an apartment, or whatever our living space it is, but where are we going to charge our cars? Like, we don't have the infrastructure in certain cities for electric cars. We don't have that. Especially that it's not like you plug your car in and it's charged in 5 minutes. No, you still have to plug your car in, and the fastest it can still charge right now is somewhere around, what, an hour and a half? How is that going to work in the city? So that's what I'm really wondering, what is going to be that branch to get us to go full electric. That's why shout out to Infinity, as the person asked a little earlier, do you think they're going to redesign the next Q50? Infinity has been talking about the parallel hybrid system for the longest. It's pretty much like the Fisker, or whatever it's called. You still have a gasoline 4-cylinder motor, right? But all 4 wheels are driven by electric motors. And the way you charge the electric motor is by using your 4-cylinder motor to charge those 4 motors. So it's like a low emissions 4-cylinder, but you're driving on electric. I think that's going to be the branch, because you'll use less gas and you'll still be technically driving on electric motors. So we gotta wait and see what systems or cars want to implement this, because it seems like right now everyone's just saying go full electric, but you know that it can't be like that forever. I think, in my honest opinion, I think parallel hybrid is what we need. You get a parallel hybrid system car, you can drive from here to California and back, and or to Miami and back. Period. Because you know you can still fill up on gasoline. You'll never have that anxiety. You'll still be getting great miles to gallon because you're driving on electric, and or the car can just kick on the electric motor, the regular gasoline motor, and then recharge the batteries while you're going. So it's like you legit will probably never need to really fuel up until that gas tank is full-fledged empty, and then the motor can kick on, and then you're on electric, and then that completely dies. Anyways, but that's just me talking my shit. When you coming to Cali, I'm aiming to come to Cali next year. Not this year. I'm aiming to come next year to Cali. Probably going to be LA. I'm actually continuing to just be in connection with like 2 to 3 different YouTubers. You guys already know Fresh Kicks. He said he's willing to come out to the meet. I've been meaning to hit up Mike. I think he's out there in Cali, close to LA or something like that. So just to be like a YouTuber meet, but I don't know if those guys really do that type of stuff. But it'll be super dope to see them in person. 3.5-inch exhaust, that's pretty wide. I don't see why you would go 3.5-inch exhaust unless you're going from, my opinion, if you're going from 3-inch from the turbos into the collector and then you go 3.5 single exit, I can see that being pretty dope. But I don't know if that would actually fit. If not, it'll probably hang kind of low. How much horsepower you're pushing? Well, right now my Q50 is still a 93. You guys already seen the videos. It's right around 450 wheel horsepower and like 500 pounds of torque to the wheels. I need help with my stance wheel spec for perfect fitment. That's going to be hard, reality kid, because it all depends on if you have a BBK or not. It all depends if you got a BBK or not. Also, it depends if you slammed or not. So if you slammed, it's a whole different scenario. I watch all your videos on your channel. I appreciate that, Total Q50. What coilovers do you recommend to get for my Q50 Red Sport all-wheel drive? People always ask me this question. I'm still on BC Racing coilovers. I'm kind of brand loyal. So that's why I always bang with them, because it's easy to contact them, get replacement parts. But most people who ask for Red Sports, they still want to have the adjustable suspension calibration or whatever to be able to actually change the firmness of the suspension. So what I would recommend is RSR coilovers. They actually make coilovers specifically designed for the DDS suspension on Red Sports and 3.0 T Sports with the DDS. It's usually a little bit of a pretty penny, but if you do have the change to throw at it, I would recommend that if you want to still have that functionality. If not, BC Racing coilovers. Yeah, 3.5-inch. Yeah, it's up to you. If you want to do a 3-inch YPIPE to a 3.5-inch collector, then you can do that. I think that would actually work. You're probably the first person I know with a 3.5-inch single exit, but I just wonder how that would... It'll probably have a super deep tone because I never heard 3-inch on that. 3.5-inch on that. Oh, Parks is in the chat. What's going on? Boost, your thoughts on stock market, like joining it. Oscar, shout out to you. I haven't been in the stock market. Well, I still am. I still have my investments out there. I'm really holding them for long, at least for a year, so I can at least sell the trades and won't really get hit for the capital gains and stuff, the taxes. So right now, I'm still mostly just in electric. So Tesla, I've been in Tesla. I'm going to just give you guys a little quick hint. So I was in Tesla like 2 years when it ran up. And then I sold some as a profit. And that's why you guys saw the Q60 on the channel, right? And then I sold out, bought back in right around 550. And it went up to like 700. I wasn't going to sell it, but then it dropped back down to like 620. So then I sold at a loss the second time around. But then I rebought again like around 680. And I've been holding them ever since now. So they're like like 1050 or something like that. And then there's like 2 to 3 other stocks that I bang with. They're either like a Beam. They make rechargeable charging stations for electric cars. So it's portable charging stations that you just set up outside, and your car will literally just park under it. It's like you're literally parked under like a big, sunshade or whatever. And like it could charge like 4 electric cars at one time. And then like 2 or 3 other companies that make like portable charging stations for electric cars. I think another one's Blank, and I forgot the other 2 or 3. But yeah, those are just mainly the stocks that I'm actually invested in because they're dealing with the future. So at the end of the day, you may not see the quick jump now, but in 5 years, yeah, they'll be there. Cozy Q50 in the chat. What's going on, brother? Cozy Q50, much love. Anyone that doesn't know Cozy Q50, I dropped like 1 or 2 videos talking about him doing some, stuff in Mexico. And shout out to Rock NYC too. He has some great coverage of the runs in Mexico. But Cozy's been putting in the work in the streets, man. Much love to the brother, and we don't really see too much guys doing that. And I remember saying it like 3-4 months ago. If you guys want to get respect for Q50s and Q60s, you got to go out there and risk it to get the respect. No one's just going to give it to you because of a dragy run. Just keep it at 100. No disrespect to my people who are fast, but they want to see you guys take out some other fast cars, Does the DDS suspension only adjust the front or both front and rear? It adjusts the front and the rear. It's not much of a huge change, but there is a difference. There is a difference because my Q60 has it. Well, not anymore. I have the BC Racing Coilovers, but when I did have it on stock suspension, you would feel a little bit of a difference. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's going on? Happy holidays, everyone that's tapping in. Your boy Boost on a Wednesday. Happy holidays. Stefan, do you know any websites having nice Black Friday deals? I think Z1 Motorsport's going to have it. Majority of these companies are going to have it. AMS is probably going to have it. Z1 Motorsports, Concept Z. I have to hit up AAM Competition, see if they're going to do one. Majority of these companies that you already go to, you also got, damn, I don't remember the name of the companies, but a lot of companies that make like carbon fiber bits that we already follow on IG, they're going to have their Black Friday sales too. So I'm telling you guys right now, there's going to be some good deals. And I've seen some stuff come across my channels like 25% off. And even I'm looking at it like, shout out to VRP Speed. They only mainly make parts for Mercedes, but they took $1,000 off their turbos. And I'm just like, shit. $1,000 off their turbos. Like, that's a big difference in price. $1,000? And I'm just like, I could get me some turbos for the C63. Oh, shout out to y'all too. December 1st, you guys are going to get to see how much power the C63 gets to make to the wheels. It's going to be pretty cool. I think you guys are going to like that. It's like a true dyno video using the JB4. And it's going to be officially called the JB4 C63. You're also going to see a couple of videos coming up. That C63 will actually be taking on a couple of people in the platform. Little Mexico runs, little road racing. Also, we're going to aim for 500 wheel horsepower on the Q60, on E30. Maybe a little boost juice in there, maybe a little boosting or MS109 to see if we could try to hit 500 wheel horsepower. But I think that's something good for the channel, and I know you guys would want to see what the Q60 can actually do on E30 and or maybe another fuel additive. So it's going to be good, and it seems like everything's picking up as it goes, and I'm just super thankful and just appreciative to continue to go on this journey. And I'm trying my best to document it for you guys, because a lot of y'all are like the beginning stage of like modifying your VR30s or your 3.7s, you know, and you're just taking it one step at a time. And the thing is, you guys can actually follow my steps on trying to do it right and picking the best quality parts or the parts that are best for your budget. So right now we're coming from 93 fuel to an E30 fuel, maybe an E50, and then we can really see some better performance out the car. Glad you're making more moves on the other channel. You deserve it. Yeah, I appreciate that, Oscar. Much love. The Tesla stock will get you a GTR. Yo, it could. It could. Q Curry in the chat. What's going on? Jerry, what's going on? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Oh, Savage Panda Projects is in the chat. What's going on, family? What's up? What's up? I like Savage Panda Project. If y'all know about him, he runs a YouTube channel. He got Audi stuff, Volkswagen stuff, so I know you guys may not be into that, but some of you guys really do bang with it. So check out Savage Panda Projects. Definitely like his channel. Plus he was part of our family too, so you guys still show your love. Fastest C63 in Brooklyn. I don't even know. The most of the C63s that I know in New York City are pushing like 800, 850 wheel. They're pushing that much. Like in New York City tri-state area. And they're fast. I know one or two of the guys sold their cars already. So I can't even remember their names. So, but I know right now the C63s right now that are in Brooklyn are pushing like 850 wheel. They're fast. Shout out to everybody in chat. I have Black Friday email from AM Competition. Nothing for the queue, but 10% off the site. Okay, thank you for letting me know that, Aaron. So Aaron's saying that there is a Black Friday sale from AM Competition, just 10% off the site, but nothing for the Q game. That's super weird. But even then, remember guys, I have a promo code. I think it's 5 to 8% off. You guys have to double check me. I'm gonna send an email after I finish talking with you guys to the guys at AM Competition to see if they will make anything for the Q game. Yeah, Curry, what's going on? Red Sport 400, what's going on? Yeah, so back in with the Nissan world. Yeah, man. Yeah, Savage. So, as I just updated you guys, you're gonna see a dyno video and some stuff going on with the C63 soon. I know you guys don't really care about it. You want to see Q60 stuff, but I'm building the Q60 up. I'm doing it right. I'm doing the stages. The C63 is like where the Q50 was 3 years ago. It was just basically stock and a JB4. So it has to earn its merit, right? It has to earn its merit first. The Q60, we've done stuff with the Q50 already. Did all we got to do. Now with the Q60, we're going to the E85. So we're doing everything properly. So that when we do go out there, we're giving them the best beans. That we're basically max effort. There's no, damn, I wish I was on E70 or, I wish I had drag radials. No, I want to go out there and make sure I have the best quality parts. I have the best tune, one of the best tuners. Shout out to Racebox in the chat. And we're going to make it happen. So I have an update. I have the update in the process of getting the M56, selling the Q50 if anyone's interested. That's dope. Probably sell your car like Carvana, Vroom, CarMax, one of them if you want to get rid of it because the prices are still up. But shout out to you getting the M56. I think after the M56, I don't think you're really going to want to get any other rollover cars. Because it's basically like the last Infinity's last V8. That's it. You're going to love how it sounds. The only thing I would say is try to change out the module so you can get like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on the middle screen. But everything else in that car to me isn't dated. I still like analog gauges. I know you guys love digital gauges and they look nice, but I like analog gauges. Some of these digital gauges are crisp. I agree with you. They're dope. They're touching everything. But I just think it takes away. It makes I feel like it's going to age. I believe digital gauges are going to show its age. Because if you put a digital gauge and you wait 20 years and you look back, where are we going to be in 20 years when it comes to cars? We're going to have electric cars and we're going to look back like, wow, look at those dinosaur, gas-guzzling, oil, messy cars with digital gauges. That's so weird and out of date. I don't know. I just like analog. Lay low in the chat. What's going on? Let me see. I'm going to make this question. Safest power and bolt-ons to make with the Q50 without breaking down. Well, your car could break down if it's stock if you don't take care of it, brother. You gotta take care of the car. My honest opinion, just keep everything relatively conservative. You don't need to try to go max effort. You can get the car tuned on 14 psi, 15 psi if you want. That's gonna give you roughly like 380 wheel horsepower, maybe close to 400 on 14, 15 psi, and the car will run good. You're not really pushing the higher levels of anything. Still get your heat exchanger, you know, your catch can. You can decat the car, go with this lower downpipe rather than going catless. So, you know, you just want to free up some flow, but you still want the exhaust to come out and not kill the earth. And just get a better flowing catback exhaust. You know, any one of you choosing based on sound, and call it a day. And just be on top of your oil changes, and that's really it. You know, just take your time. Make, you know, in freezing cold weather, the car's gonna, if you have an auto start, it's gonna take a while. Like, it's, you know, the oil temperatures don't beat on the car when it's freezing cold outside. Let it warm up. Give it at least a runtime of 15 to 20 minutes. That means if you've been driving or idling the car for 15 to 20 minutes, then you can start kind of beating on it. Because in the first 15 minutes, the car oil is barely, it takes forever just to hit like 150, you know? When you getting tuning 85? Red Sport 400, I'm trying to do it this weekend, but I did hit up Hussein. He stated that he's not going to really be free this weekend. So, but hopefully he sends me the E30 file, and we're going to start doing some street tuning. I do want to do it on a dyno, but it seems like me being on a dyno and remote tuning with him may be a problem in the future. So we're probably going to do something where I do a couple of street, you know, Mexico pulls, and then we'll dial it in that way, and then we'll take it to the dyno itself just to see what the car puts down based on power, and then maybe I'll send him a final map, revision map, based on how clean it is on the dyno. All depends. But I would rather be dynoed first, and then send him the street. So I don't know. I'll see how I do it. I'm probably gonna just, honestly, what I'm probably gonna do is let him send me the E30 file, download the car on the stock base map just to see where we are, send him that revision, then finish it with street tuning it, and see. Maybe I can find some empty space and use a dragy just to see if there's a difference in mile per hour and or 0 to 60s. Because I know most of you guys are like mid to low 3s now on E85. So it'd be super dope if I could just be part of the gang and be like, oh, look, Boost is right with us. That's kind of cool. Oh, XDI is in the chat. If you guys don't know, XDI Q60 was, if you go to my story, one of the next cars that just got into the 10s officially. I believe on stock injectors, high pressure, low pressure fuel pump, E70, and just a lot of driving and a lot of good tuning from Racebox and good quality parts from XDI. So shout out to him. He's the next Q60 on stock turbo in 10s. Matthew's in the chat. What's going on? Congratulations on the proposal, brother. Nice. I need to find one. Lay low to go. I'm a regular dude. You know the deal. What's good, peeps? Happy Turkey Day. Happy holidays to you, brother. Big Wheezy, what's going on? What's going on, I-80? What's going on? Much love, much love. Magma in the chat. What's going on, man? Happy holidays, brother. Street tuning is a must. Have to know how the car actually reacts. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think I'm just going to have him, I think I'm going to just dyno it first on his base model, base E30, so I could send him that revision, and then he's going to give me the new revision, and I'll just street tune from that on, because it's going to be kind of hard. But I still want to give you guys numbers, so I'll figure it out. I'll work it out. I'm getting closer to finally getting an R35. Shout out to you. What year are you going to get R35? Because to be honest, the DBA and the CBA, there's a big difference. It's a big difference between the cars. Yeah, man, XDI. I know it feels good to be officially in the 10s, brother. Going good, ready for another meet. Yo, I don't know when I'm coming down to Atlanta, or even, I do want to set something up with speed coaches one day, and even in North Carolina, Virginia area. Definitely would like to do that too. Somewhere in his hometown. I think that'd be super dope. But that stuff, next year. I don't like the cold. That stuff is next year. Let's try to make it through the winter. Let's finally get to a different world in the US where I can go places and just live my life without anything on my face. I just want to get to there. When we get there, that'll be great. Who you gonna go with the high pressure fuel pump? As I said a little earlier, I'm going E30. So I'm not changing to the high pressure fuel pump yet. I'm doing baby steps. I'm seeing how the car is reacting. Oh, you're getting a 2017. Ooh, wait. Let me finish off with Red Sport. So, as I would say, I said a little earlier, I think there's a lot of different companies and they all have their different pros. But I still think Spool FX has the best pro because of lifetime warranty. I think that this, and price. So, even though I have XDI in the chat, I know he make the high pressure fuel components too. Even drop barrel LSC, there's a lot of people making it. I don't know what their warranty is, but I know that Spool FX do have a lifetime warranty, and that is a plus, you know. But you can also check out XDI site. I think he may still be watching. They also make some fuel components and or injectors for this platform. Now going to one second. I say he's gonna get a 2017 GTR. Yo, the prices of GTRs. Here's the thing, guys. For everyone's watching, if I would have got the GTR and did not get the C63, do you guys know I'd have probably made like 10 or 15 grand? Because literally right after that, there was a ridiculous amount of shortage of cars and there were GTRs. So at the time, I was going to get like, I think it was a black edition. Is that the 2013 or 2014? I can't remember what year. But I was going to get that one. It was like a one owner, but it was the one I had on the video, whatever. He wanted like 66,000 for it, or 67, right? That car now is probably worth 75 to 78,000 just on the market. I could have made money. I would have got the car, drove it for like 6 months to 9 months, and would have resold it. Who would have known? You know? Even a C63 right now, I got it for 38, 39. I mean 39 to 40. Right now, to try to get my specific gear, you're spending like 45. So if I try to sell it, yeah, I might get it for free. Or been driving the car for free. Yeah, North Carolina, definitely. There's much love in North Carolina. That's what I'm thinking about in the future, lining up. But I haven't seen Speed Coaches in a while. I'm happy his channel is continuing to grow. And it'll be super dope to meet you too, Savage Project. Savage. Street tunes them up. 1 second. 1 second. Yep, yeah, I'm from the North, so that'll be dope. Yeah, man, that'll be great, man. Just going through everything. 1 second, guys. Just checking to see if there's anything left in the chat. I was running E30 with MS Tune, but I had to return the stock because of the porous block. Oof. Breaking in the new one now. All right, you're going to be good to go. Damn, that sucks, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to love E30. Another 30 to 40 wheel horsepower. As I'm telling everybody a little earlier, Hussein did tell me I'm probably not going to hit 500 wheel horsepower. It'd be super hard. That's why I was saying I may add a little additive to the E30, such as an MS109 or a boosting, just to bump the octane a little bit more. I think it'll be really good to try to hit 500 wheel, but we'll see what we can do. I think that my Q60 has a good enough amount of modifications, such as exhaust modifications. Remember, I have 3-inch. They're catted. That's probably going to hinder a little bit, but they flow super well. And then I have a 3-inch two-dual exhaust, so I might just tell them to full fucking send it just so I can clap 500 wheel horsepower. Then I'm like, all right, that was just a kill map. I'm not doing that. Again, just bring it back down to normal. Okay, we're going to need wider tires. 1 second, guys, 1 second. You're going to need wider tires, 275 and up. Well, on 93, the car already spins in the cold, whatever. I'm on 255/40. We'll see what happens. I'm not in a rush. I'm taking it one step at a time. Probably not on E30. Full E on VR30 is just so expensive. Exactly. E30, he told me the max he's seen is right around 480. But I still think with my exhaust modification intakes and or a little bit of more additive, such as an MS109 with E30 or a boosting, I think we can get there. But we got to wait and see. One step at a time. The car's ready. I just got to get the base file from him, and we're going to start getting it on and cracking. If you know what I mean. So if there's any more questions, definitely drop it in chat because I'm gonna tap out in 5 minutes. But I just wanted to come on and show some love to all of you guys. You know, some of you guys stop by just to say what's up and dip off, and I'm just appreciative of you guys showing me the love, man. And thank you for everyone who did donate a badge. I appreciate you too. Much love to you guys. Much love to you. You ain't, yeah, man, going fully 85 on the VR30 is really expensive. Also, let me just show some love to my 3.7 guys. I know my 3.7 guys are watching. Come on, tap in. You got a question, man. Come on. I know that the 3.7 is still live and vibing, but yo, I think, in my honest opinion, if 3.7 guys just cared about putting a little bit more money in their car, like they went rim-mounted turbo, because Danny Z, I think he went rim-mounted turbo on his 370Z, which is so super cheaper. It's like half the price of going supercharged. Going rim-mounted turbo is half to a third of the price. Because, you know, everything's really at the backwards section of the car. You know, if you get it done right, it's going to be good. It's just that the spool-up time won't be as quick, but you're still going to have the same performance or better performance than the supercharger. You're going to have more torque from rather than a supercharged car. And the horsepower is really the limit based on the size of the turbo. So that's really it. But, you know, it all depends. I don't really see much questions for you guys. So I'm about to close it out soon then. So what I'm going to say is this. For December, you guys are going to see, we're going to dyno the C63. It's not we are. It's been dynoed already. So the video is going to drop. I'm going to try my best to meet up with a couple of other people to have some C63 fun. Because I'm trying to build up the content for the C63, bringing new viewers. But the Q60 is still not going anywhere. We're still growing the Q60. We're making sure that when she comes out, she's coming out right with the right boxing gloves on, all right? We don't want to get caught out here with our pants down and somebody recording us to put us on TikTok. We're not doing that with the Q60. 100%. Heard anything about better intake manifolds or throttle bodies? No. From what I know, no one's developing throttle bodies for these cars, from what I know. And intake manifolds, from what I read in an article or what a couple of representatives from AMS have stated, there's no point of really going with an intake manifold. They don't really see where the gain would actually be. XDI, I have 305 Mickeys and still spun rear-wheel drive for the street. You need all drive unless you want the drift machine. Thank you, XDI. I appreciate that. Happy holidays. Can you port a STILLEN supercharger? I mean, I don't know. I could see why it would actually help if you did port it. But at that point, how much gain are you really gaining by porting it, though, when you could just go with a pulley? But I mean, I can see why porting it would make sense, though. I completely agree. Porting it would actually make sense. But then you also could just go with a different turbine, I would assume, on the supercharger too. That will probably just flow even better. You know, but I don't see why you can't port it. Happy holidays, man. Much love, much appreciative. So guys, definitely tap in. Next week, December, I'm gonna try my best to end this year with some better fire content. Just more steps on completing the Q60. Well, I don't know if it ever will be complete. And we're going to try to get the C63 out there and have some fun. So I really appreciate port for optimum gains across. Yes, VQ Herc. I would agree with you. Because if you do port the supercharger, yeah, you should gain a little bit more horsepower and or wheel horsepower throughout it, because it's just, technically the supercharger is breathing a little bit better. But I still think you could probably get a better gain just from coming from a supercharged car that would have a cone on top of it, and you take the cone off, you'll probably literally gain a couple more power just by restricting the intake on it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to tap out. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for anyone who donated. Thank you for all you guys always giving much love to the BoostinMotion channel. And I just want to say continue to have happy holidays. If you do celebrate Thanksgiving, I appreciate you. If you don't, I still appreciate y'all. Just take care, keep safe, keep taking care of your families. We got to do what we got to do as men. And for the women who are watching, much love to the ladies too. Y'all guys have a good day. Appreciate y'all. Later.